So earlier today, Halo Campaign Evolved dropped their trailer, actually dropped earlier on the Xbox Store and the official Xbox YouTube channel before the Halo contest stuff that was supposed to show it even showed it. But they revealed that Halo was going to be on PlayStation 5. And I'll happily take the L because I said I never foresaw that happening. Even if everything else went, I said Halo wouldn't because that was Xbox's identity. That is what made Xbox. In 2001, Halo was Xbox. And as Phil Spencer once said, the day we lose our way with Halo, the day we lose Xbox. And that day has arrived. So it is happening. And from what the dev said, it's not stopping here. From this day forward, all Halo games will be landing on the PS5. I mean, that's to be expected as well. I expect Gears E-Day to be on PlayStation, and I suspect most of these games potentially will be day and date as well, unless the studio itself just can't actually do it. If they can't, give it to a third party studio to get it done and they don't trust it, then it will be a timed exclusive. But that is the only reason it's going to be a timed exclusive. Now, to me, Halo is sacred. It's one of those games, and you know, it, it took me a while to get my head around everything. And a lot of people in my Discord were saying it's not a big deal. It is a big deal. I know people are underplaying it and trying to brush it aside. No, it's a big deal. Halo is a big deal. No matter how problematic that game has been, that franchise has been, whether people liked Halo 5 or Halo 4 or Infinite, is irrelevant. The brand held significance towards Xbox. Despite Microsoft doing everything in their power to just bury that brand anyway, they completely mistreated it, mishandled it, and mismanaged the Halo brand to oblivion. You wouldn't see Nintendo doing that with Mario. You wouldn't see Sony doing that with their major franchises, but Xbox and Microsoft, they literally didn't care about their biggest franchise because the new shiny Call of Duty came along and that's all they cared about because that was going to make them more money. And I think that's where Xbox is at right now. To me, Halo was the last thing holding on to Xbox's identity. And now that they've lost Halo, I just feel like they have lost all their identity. This isn't a doom and gloom video. This is just me expressing how I'm feeling right now. And if you resonate with that, great. If you don't resonate with that and you think I'm overreacting, that's fine too. You're entitled to your opinion, just like I'm entitled to mine. Obviously, it's not the end of the world. We will get over this. You know, with the next Xbox being a PC anyway, it doesn't, in the grand scheme of things, really matter. But it's was always going to stir emotion. Halo was very special to me, and it still is. And I feel like this one-way traffic that Xbox is doing really, you know, it puts a downer on everything that's going on right now. I mean, you've got Shinobi, as you can see on screen right now, where he says, quoting Matt Booty, of all people, saying, our biggest competition isn't another console. So Microsoft essentially are saying, we don't see Sony as a competition, so we're going to put our games everywhere because they're not competition, says Xbox boss Matt Booty about Halo on PlayStation. So this is how they're trying to justify it. We are all seeking to meet people where they are. We are competing more and more with everything from TikTok to movies. What exactly is going on at Microsoft? What is he even talking about with TikTok and movies? This is a video game industry. We're making games. You're trying to get people into your ecosystem. Well, maybe they're not anymore. Maybe they're trying to kill their ecosystem with the price hikes and just pushing everything into everywhere else. One person has to ask, and I keep getting asked this question, why not just go to PC and you get all those games for a cheaper price with Game Pass and then just buy a PS5 and a Nintendo Switch? What is the core reason for an Xbox? And the only reason that you have that is your back catalog because of the backwards compatibility. But is that really a reason anymore? You could still just keep your Xbox there. You don't even have to buy the next generation Xbox. Microsoft has positioned this in such a way where I don't believe that they care anymore. All they are for is the bottom line and making profits. Now, what I do hope is that by destroying their identity entirely, putting Halo on PlayStation did that. But by doing this, for the masses out there, for gamers out there, this will at least mean more games because at least there might be some good coming from this. That quote about exclusivity being antiquated, that's just rubbish, right? But what pissed me off the most today was this picture you're seeing on screen right now, where the Halo dev was wearing a PlayStation t-shirt. They know that this is going to stir up a lot of emotion for Xbox fans. Xbox fans have been treated horribly by Xbox. For 10 years, they supported them through their darkest times. And when they finally get their footing, they give everything to every other platform and basically leave nothing for the brand identity. Sure, we've got Game Pass where they've been monetizing out of the arsehole. That's there, right? It's still a good deal, but they've been managing that and pricing that out of the arsehole. And there's going to be more price increases. Don't make no mistake. I suspect sometime next year there's going to be another price increase. In fact, I can almost guarantee it before the next Call of Duty release, there's going to be a price increase. It seems to follow that trend now. So this is going to continually go up. Now, here's my ultimate frustration. Now, for me, I'm actually upset about this, and it shouldn't bother me because I've got access to a PlayStation, I've got access to a Switch 2, I've got access to a high performance PC, and to my Series S and X. So if there is a game out there that I want to play that's on any platform whatsoever, I have the capability to go and play it. Yet this one still hurt. Gears didn't bother me. Honestly, it didn't. The Forza one didn't bother me, but this one did. Because Halo is sacred. But Microsoft have proven that whether something is sacred or not, it doesn't matter. And they will stamp all over their community and ridicule their loyal community as long as it can get them a few more hunters from the opposite platform. Now, I'm hoping this game does well on PlayStation. I'm hoping it does well on Xbox. There's been a mixed reaction to the overall quality of the actual game in terms of appearance. Apparently, there's been a lot of AI in there and whatnot. But here's a quote from Steins: "More Spartans, more fun. Halo on PlayStation means bigger battles, stronger community, and more love for the franchise. This is a win for the future of Halo and those that love it." So basically, what Microsoft is saying now, Halo cannot survive. This is what I understand from this. Halo cannot survive without PlayStation. That is the message coming up. This is the social media manager for Xbox saying, we as a company with Halo cannot survive without PlayStation. Now, obviously, from my tone, you can see how I am frustrated. Now, I knew this day would come. I knew it would happen eventually, even though I really didn't want it to. All the other games going, I don't even care if Starfield won, but this one was sacred. This IP was sacred. PlayStation, for the longest time, has been looking for a Halo killer. Now they don't have to. Now they're going to get every Halo game. They're set. And they're going to get Avowed. And they're going to get Starfield. And they're going to get everything else. Maybe a little late. Sure. South of Midnight. All of those games are going to go to PlayStation. They are. Eventually. But going forward, more and more of these games like Blade and stuff like that are going to release day and date. Game Pass, by the time Blade releases, probably will be $50, give or take. I don't know. This one really, really got to me. And I will take the L because I said it wouldn't happen. Even when Paris was on my show, I said I don't see it. I don't agree with him. It's not gonna happen. He said it's gonna go. And I should get used to it. He even told me this in private chat where we discussed stuff in over Discord. And I even told him, you were right, I was wrong. It's a rare occasion that I'm wrong, but I was wrong. And I will take that L and I will champion it because that's the right thing to do. But this wasn't it. And I don't know what's going on over at Microsoft, whether it's Amy Hood, Tim Stewart, the bullshit Nadella, Phil, Waste of Space Booty, or Sarah, who clearly at this point I don't know what she's governing. What is going on over there? Now there's rumors that I'm not going to get into right now, maybe in another video, that actually make paint a darker picture. But they're rumors, so I don't really want to get into it until I get some more concrete information. Maybe we'll discuss some of it in the stream tomorrow or today if you're watching this in the UK. But this one hurt, man. This one hurt. This one really, really hurt. I did not expect this. I know it's a remake of a remaster. It's like the third release. They're getting on the level of The Last of Us at this point. But I just didn't see this, man. And for them to come out parading with a PlayStation t-shirt, they should have known how this is going to impact. I get it. Xbox now is third party. And believe me when I say, Sony doesn't have to put a single game on Xbox. They don't, because Microsoft is feeding them with so many games, their revenues are going off the charts. Yes, Microsoft is getting that 70% from their game, but Sony is still getting that 30% for doing absolutely nothing. And that is just feeding their income more and more while they continually go and get third-party exclusives away from Xbox. Obviously, like I said, this time next year or the year after, that next generation machine I know someone in my Discord today was saying 2028, because at this point in time, it's I don't know. I'm just really frustrated, guys. I am. And I'm not happy with it. I'm not gonna sit here and I've always been against the whole exclusivity abolishment plan. You've all known this for a long time. I know some of you love the fact that exclusives are going away. I still think that they're a good thing. They give your brand an identity, right? A reason to exist. And I think with the loss of Halo and the fact that all the future Halo games are now confirmed by the developer to be going to PlayStation pretty much day and date, I think on that level, they've lost a huge. I mean, what little identity remained for Xbox as their evolution is in transition at the moment, I think this took away like the majority of it. To me, Halo will forever be Xbox, but from this day forward, I can't associate it with Xbox anymore because it's not Xbox. It's just a random game that appears everywhere, and it'll appear on the Switch eventually. Anyway, folks, I was on two minds whether I should make this video because I know a bunch of you are not going to be happy with my take, but I wanted to get my view out there. Like I said, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter because the next Xbox that's coming is going to be a Windows-based platform. You're going to have access to Steam, Epic, GOG, everything else. So it don't really matter anyway. But I don't know, man. From being one of the OGs and playing from from the very beginning and being converted by Halo, sitting down as a younger version of me. I know it's hard to imagine me being young, but sitting there, setting up my Xbox and jumping into the world of Halo for the first time and being absorbed by it and just blown away and becoming an Xbox fan from that point, and then having those games just callously given away and ported over to other platforms without a shred of care for the community, for the fans, and all that's being cared about is the bottom line, which I understand they're a business. It hurt, right? It hurt, especially the way the community has been with them. Ultimately, the ABK deal was the catalyst for all of this. We all know this. And then being hemlocked and handcuffed into what they can do with the ABK deal by the FTC definitely pushed them in a direction that they were potentially going to go anyway, but it just forced their hand a lot sooner. The fact that they couldn't control their cloud rights has definitely delayed, and we've seen what happened to their cloud. They've taken a backstage because of the way the CMA handicapped their cloud progression. But this right here, Halo going, this hurt me, man. This hurt me. I had like a couple of PlayStation friends coming in, cheering, and I'm happy that they're going to experience Halo for the first time. But I tell you openly right now, there were things that I wanted to say to them that I didn't and refrained that would have probably really hurt their feelings. But hey, it is what it is. I'm an adult. I didn't do that. I refrained myself from doing that because I value them more as a friend than, what it is. But yeah, this sucks, man. This truly sucks. The last thing I'm going to say is I really want to see what this next Xbox is going to be. I know they're calling it a traditional console. I mean, they haven't called it a traditional console. They just said they're going to be releasing more consoles. Uh, I'll be eager to see what their definition of a console is going forward. I know they're 100% releasing another hardware. No doubt in that. But I'm very eager to see in what form now, based on their actions right now, what that new hardware is going to be. Because it could just very well be this hybrid that they're talking about. Just think of it as a PC with a Xbox Series X built into it, virtualization, whatever, and it will just run your Series X games through it, which is what I was saying that Xbox ROG Ally X should be doing, running virtualization. But now, I know 100% is coming. I still believe it. But in what form it's going to arrive is more the question. And I guess we'll see in time with that one. But Xbox, I think you messed up today. You messed up bad. And that developer coming out with that PlayStation t-shirt, he took the royal piss. And, I get it. Microsoft doesn't give a crap about the Xbox community. They don't. They don't give a crap about the Xbox fans. Because if they did, they wouldn't have done what they did today. Right? They wouldn't. And even if they were going to announce it, maybe make it a timed exclusive at the very least, right? But you're going to come out parading a PlayStation t-shirt? Come on. Come on. You're never going to see any Nintendo doing that with Sony and Microsoft, and you're never going to see Sony doing that with Xbox and Nintendo. It's just never going to be a thing. And Microsoft has decided that it wants to go third party as soon as humanly possible, and then provide options for you to be able to game with your Xbox profile in places like a PC, a handheld, whatever the console is going to be. But if you don't want to do that, that's fine. You can go to PlayStation, you can go to Nintendo and play our games too. And they're perfectly happy with that. They are going full third party, whether people want to agree with that or not. Just because they are releasing another hardware doesn't mean they're not going full third party. They are 100% going full third party. It's just taking a slower transition. Halo for me was the key to them not going third party. Now that that's gone, everything else is fair game and everything else will go. Anyway, folks, that's it. That's my views. That's my opinion. Sorry, it may sound like a downer. I'm just expressing my opinion. I'm disappointed. And yes, I know the camera's off. It's quite late here when I'm recording. And I've got my kids sleeping in the back and it comes up on the green screen. So I didn't want it to really show. So I apologize for that. But it is what it is. And yeah, that's it. I'm out.